And welcome again, dear friends, to the weekend edition of Fresh Bread. This is Reverend Phil Anderson here, pastor of Oakland United Methodist Church and Kansas Avenue United Methodist Church, right here in good old T-Town, the capital city of Kansas, Topeka, Kansas. It is Saturday, April 2nd, 2022. So glad you could be with us here for these next few minutes as we talk about some of the things going on in our churches. And these last few days, I've really enjoyed just telling you a little bit some of the things that are going on at both Oakland and Kansas Avenue United Methodist Churches. And one of those things right now I want to talk about is this initiative called Healthy Congregations. And it's an initiative that I found about when I was down in Wichita in February for my little 2-day retreat. And very, very excited about this. And I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can. We will have to talk more about this at some of our meetings. If people are interested, I would love to meet with them maybe on a Sunday afternoon, maybe before the Chosen or just before a Bible study. But this is a program that the United Methodist Health Ministry Fund based in Hutchinson offers for churches in the Great Plains Conference of the United Methodist Church, which of course includes all the churches of the United Methodist denomination in both Nebraska and Kansas. So this is a great program. It's a great opportunity. And it is essentially designed to really help churches relate to their neighbors in 4 specific areas. And those would be in the areas of the physical health and well-being of their neighbors, the mental, emotional health of their neighbors, the spiritual health of the neighbors, and also the social health of the neighbors. And churches would be really the center point for many of these activities and initiatives in their own neighborhoods so that relationships could be formed with people. And there are many training opportunities, many resources, and even funding available through this initiative. But the most important thing, as I mentioned yesterday, is to put first things first. And each church that does this must have at least 3 lay people who are committed to being a part of this team. And I would actually like to have at least 5 people from both churches. Now that should be easier to do at Kansas Avenue than at Oakland because Kansas Avenue has quite a few more people. However, I believe it can be done at both churches. And once we get this started, we'll be able to get into some of the training initiatives that will be offered. It will enable us to really delve into some programs that'll really help us to relate to our neighbors. And the programs themselves are not designed just for church growth, although I believe in many cases the church growth will almost be inevitable if we do these things that they're asking us to do through the Healthy Congregations effort. And that is to develop relationships with people. Now that's one of those things I've been saying for quite a while. Why did we hand out sandwiches to people on Saturdays? Why do we do some of the things that we've tried to do? Maybe even have hot dogs in the parking lot like at Oakland. We've done that. We hope to do that again here real soon on Saturday nights. Well, we're trying to get outside the walls of the church to make relationships with our neighbors. And I believe once we do that, we'll find a lot of the neighbors will want to come and be a part of what we are doing at these 2 churches. I liked what one of the pastors that I heard one time said, that one of the best ways to attract people to the Christian faith is to be winsome. And I like that word winsome. It's that quality that allows us to have the personality, I guess you would say, or the way about us that would attract people. They would want to know, why do we do what we do? Why do we act the way we act? Why do we believe the way we do? Why do we do the things that we do? And what motivates us? And it's all through love. It's through the love of Christ and it's through the love of our neighbors. And so I like what the person said. If we're winsome, we will attract people to us, and then we point them to Jesus. And in the process, we might win some to Christ. I like that. It's kind of a play on words, but if we are winsome as people, and we have those characteristics and those personality attributes that really enable us to show compassion and caring and love for our neighbors, many of them, I believe, will want to know more about what there is that we have to offer in the church. And then the doors are wide open. And we need to have things in place for them in the churches at that time so that we can really help them to grow spiritually. Well, that's just a small look at what these healthy congregations are all about. We'll have more for you about these in the coming days, but we need people to sign up. So if you're interested or you know some who are, please let me know. And we'd love to get you signed up. Hey, have a great rest of the day. We'll hope to see you in church tomorrow.